Billy's hot cocoa stand. Theme: generosity warms the heart. Moral: true happiness comes from sharing joy with others. Billy sits by the glowing fireplace in his cozy cabin, sipping hot cocoa. His ears perk up as he looks out the frosted window, spotting his animal friends playing in the snow. An idea sparks in his eyes as he sets down his mug and dashes to the door. Billy's idea is a hot cocoa stand for everyone. He sits at a table with scattered crayons and papers, a bright drawing of a hot cocoa stand in front of him. A sled packed with vibrant decorations and supplies waits by the door. He carefully sets up a colorful wooden stand decorated with twinkling fairy lights. Billy stands proudly beside a bright, festive hot cocoa stand in a snowy clearing. The stand is decorated with beautiful, colorful fairy lights and ribbons. Billy stirs a steaming pot of cocoa on a tiny fire, tasting it with a spoon and smiling widely. It looks and smells so yummy. His animal friends, including a squirrel and a bunny, peeks out from a snowy pine tree, watching eagerly. Billy, standing behind his stand as a squirrel hops forward with a tiny cup, and Billy pours cocoa into it with his trunk. The squirrel sips and claps its paws happily. The squirrel sits on its hind legs, holding the cup with delight. More animals arrive, including a rabbit and an owl, forming a line at Billy's stand. Billy waves joyfully, his trunk moving quickly to serve everyone. The colorful snowy forest is now alive with festive energy. Billy holds a basket of star-shaped cookies, handing one to a bunny on its hind legs. Billy hands out cookies shaped like stars and trees from a small basket, winking as the bunny does a happy hop. A bear, unsure what Billy is doing, approaches the stand, looking hesitant. Billy beams with joy and welcomes his friend to share some hot cocoa. Billy, smiling warmly, offers a big cup to the shy bear standing in the snow. Billy stands protectively over his steaming cocoa pot, his trunk stretched out like a shield. Snow starts falling faster, and Billy quickly uses his trunk to shield the cocoa pot. The bear family huddle together, getting warm under a pine tree. The animals help Billy decorate and secure the stand with pine tree and stack snow to block the wind. A fox adds pine branches, and a bird ties ribbons to hold the decorations in place. Billy's eyes sparkle with gratitude. As the snowstorm calms, Billy relights the fire and stirs the cocoa, inviting the animals back to the stand. Billy stirs his steaming cocoa pot as the animals cheer and return to the stand, the snowfall now soft and magical. Lanterns glow around the clearing. Billy notices a shivering bird and pours a tiny cup of cocoa, using his scarf to create a nest for it on the counter. Billy then gently wraps the rest of his scarf around the small bird sipping cocoa from a tiny cup on the counter. Santa Claus arrives in a sleigh, laughing as Billy hands him a cup of cocoa. The reindeer sip from bowls on the ground. Billy stands with Santa Claus, both holding steaming mugs of cocoa. Santa's sleigh glows with colorful lights. Santa gives Billy a shiny golden ladle to thank him for the yummy cocoa. Billy beams as the animals cheer around him. Surrounded by clapping animals and a glowing Christmas tree in the background, Santa's sleigh begins to lift off into the starry sky. Billy and his friends sit around the cocoa stand, laughing and sharing treats. The decorated tree and starry sky create a magical backdrop. The snowy clearing sparkles with magic and fairy lights, and the peaceful night sky shines above. And that's the story of Billy's hot cocoa stand. True happiness comes from sharing joy with others.